You got to remember, what you're speaking in your videos, it's recorded information. This is not a speech where you must start and end without making a mistake. Who does that when you speak to someone anyway? It's not a race to get to the end, so take your time. Pause, breathe. Thus, we set the teleprompter speed at slow. This gives you time to pause, just like I just did a moment ago, to think, to emphasize, to get your point across. So your pace is important. Slow and steady. Don't read, tell. When we do videos, we're talking to just one person. We don't use language like, "Hello everyone." Even though the video might be going on social media, we all consume videos individually. So we use language like you. If you're nervous about talking to the camera, then bring a photo of someone you like, or they like you, or someone you trust. Put that photo behind the camera and talk to them. It will change the relationship that you have with the camera because you'll be talking to someone that you trust, which is exactly what your audience wants to see and hear. In our 10x10x10 studio, we're using two cameras, the primary teleprompter camera and a close-up camera. It's important that you only look at the primary camera. You can look away, but only for a short moment. Otherwise, you'll look a bit weird if you're talking over there. Even the slightest movement other than the primary camera will have your audience watching the video think, what is she looking at? What is he looking at? It's like, when you're talking to someone in person, you'll be looking at their eyes or their face. If you start shifting your eyes somewhere else, you'll look dodgy. If you are going to look away, look up to the left. The right, not so good. Using nerves effectively when speaking to a camera involves transforming that anxiety into positive energy. Start by acknowledging your nerves as a natural response. They tell us that you care about your performance. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Then channel that adrenaline into your delivery. Speak with passion and enthusiasm. Remember that a little nervousness can enhance your authenticity, making your message relatable and engaging for viewers. This is perhaps the most important tip for beginners. Like I said in tip number 1, this is not a race to the end. It's really, really important that you stop or pause. It gives your audience time to take in the information that you're sharing. At the end of a sentence, there's a full stop, right? So take that full stop and stop. It will seem like a long time, but editors, they can shorten the gap, but they can't stretch you out if you're talking at 200 words per minute. If you're nervous, you will read fast. So I suggest that you even write the word pause in brackets at the end of your sentence in your script. If you're not sure how long a pause is, you should be able to count 1001, 1002 in your head. That's a good long pause. At the end of your video, when you say your last few words, hold your gaze at the camera. Folks tend to look at a producer or a videographer and think, well, that wasn't very good, was it? When in fact it was probably just fine. We'll need at least 2 seconds of you gazing into the lens, hopefully smiling, so we can edit it naturally. Remember, we want you to look amazing on your videos, so hold that gaze at the end of your script. The last step before you get to the filming day is to warm up. Like a runner does stretches to warm up the leg muscles, we've got to warm up your speaking muscles. When you drive to the studio, in your car, warm up your face, your mouth, your lips, tongue, and your voice. Face, stretch your face wide, scrunch it up. wide, face, do that a couple of times. Mouth, open your mouth as wide as possible. Put some words to it. Wow, 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 wow. It'll look really weird, but it's okay. Lips, we speak with these. We need to warm up our lips. Tongue, this has to be warmed up too. Do these exercises because you're less likely to stumble over your words in your script. We'll actually do this warm up at the studio, but it can be the difference between 1 take and 10. Trust me, you'll want to get it right in the studio. And these exercises work a treat. For tip 14, this really shows whether you've prepared. Reading your scripts prior to filming is okay. Saying them aloud is where the true rehearsing takes place. This will help your confidence on filming day. Apply everything we've talked about in this video. Use pauses, emphasis on keywords, pitch variation, highs, lows, and elongating your vowels. 1 to 2 hours of rehearsal is the minimum we'd recommend.